Whoa, numbskulls. I'm gonna sell this guitar to somebody. Who's it gonna be? Who's gonna buy this guitar or trade me a guitar for it? No, nobody knows who's gonna get this guitar. But anybody who watches this video is gonna know some things about this guitar. The guitar. Oh, it's got 12 strings on it. How many does your guitar have on it? Oh, it's got 12 strings? And it's a Gibson? Why does it have 12 strings on it? When is this from? This is from like roughly 2013 when the Gibson ES-335 was reissued? Nay! I say, nay! This is not from them. This is from 1967. And it is decidedly more charming than the reissues because of its fun quirks. And also because it sounds great. Not to cast aspersions on the 2013 reissues, but I mean, come on. So this is a kind of a video walkthrough of what is going on with the guitar and things that I would want to know about it if I was buying it. And I'll play it acoustically a little bit. And I started this video before I got an amp out, which was super dumb. So I'll just run a cable into something and let you hear it. But first, okay, on with the show. 1967 Gibson ES-335 I love this guitar, and I'm so happy to have owned it. Owen, why are you selling it? I'm selling it because for as often as I play 12 string, which is not super often, it doesn't make sense for me to have this much money tied up in a guitar. And so I decided to at least get some formal listings up and out into the world to see if people were interested in paying what I want, which is less than what many examples on the market are requesting, or if people are interested in trading me some other things that I am interested in. I'll get to that later. I think it's nice that the diamond inlay is definitely not on the center line. I think that's so pleasant. And it's just like, look, sometimes you just are doing the best you can, and it's 1967, and this is what you have to offer. If you're a 12-string electric Gibson in 1967, you have a incomprehensibly thin nut, as in not wide. The measurement is whatever it's supposed to be. I mean, they're understood as to be like surprisingly thin, not depth-wise, but width-wise, thin necks. But man, you adjust really quickly to it, and can get around. This is me finger picking. Just goofing, just new boots goofing. So that doesn't bug me. Is it my favorite thing? Maybe not, but I also, the only other 12 string I've ever owned is, that's a lie. I've had two 12 strings, both were Dan Electro. Well, one was an actual Dan Electro, just the normal looking Dan Electro, and that was fine. It's pretty cool. And I had a Jerry Jones Electric 12 for a minute, which is, kind of like a done up Dan Electro. Both of them had much broader necks, but I haven't had trouble adjusting here. If you are a fucking big old tiger paw, know thyself. You figure it out if it'll work for you or not. But while it starts slim, right around like really 5, the width goes pretty substantially. And so at about 5, you start to be in like a real kind of different zone. 7, 9, you're in like you're in kind of like 50s neck territory, both in depth and width, and it's a lot of fun to play. It's a lot of fun to riff on. I do a lot of this guitar has excelled for me in what I lost my train of thought. Well, I don't just do kind of like big open birds 12 chords. I do a lot of kind of single note stuff. I do a lot of not clean playing on this guitar, and it sounds awesome. I do a lot of like just pretend like you're not playing a 12 string. It was, I know that was out of tune. I'm sorry, I was a dumb ADHD dummy who didn't do a nice tune before they started playing the video, but we can't turn back now. It's the late 1960s, so our frets are short, and also a flat, and also wide, and also really not chewed up. You've got some light impressions on 1 through 3, a little kiss on 4, and then it's like pretty clean all the way up top. There's no need for a crown right now, and it doesn't look to me like they have ever been recrowned. Finish wise, it's gleaming, baby. It's gleaming, baby. Something that you just can't see on the forward facing nature of my bad camera is a little kiss of bird's eye in the big blonde center, which is a lot of fun to look at. It wiggles at you, and it is, it's fun and is gorgeous. I really like that it's red all the way through on the sunburst part, and I just really like the sunburst with a really thin border and one that is just even all the way across. It makes my eyes wiggle, and I feel seasick when I see sunbursts that are like way heavy on one edge versus another edge, and the back is also really nice. The plenty of like shine on the finish, and also if you check those reflections, you're seeing good examples of the kind of finish checking that you can expect all across the guitar. Due to age, you will notice this strap button, not original. This strap button, not original. They're locking strap buttons, and it'll come with a totally who gives a shit mediocre strap that has the corresponding buttons in it. And the only real place of like proper finish damage for the age is going to be on the bottom of the guitar, and you can see along this bottom edge, starting right near the trapeze tailpiece, you've got some lifting of the finish and discoloration because it is lifted away from the wood, a little bit of exposed wood, and it stops about there. And it's not moving or anything, just kind of is what it is. I wouldn't do anything about it. The binding is totally intact and looking good and not lifting, and that's just one thing that is going on. You've got an original nylon saddled ABR1 12-string bridge drilled into the guitar like it should be, and you've got the trapeze tailpiece, you've got the correct knobs, you've got what? What's that? Oh, those are the wrong pickups. Or are they the wrong pickups? You decide. yes, they are not original pickups, but the original pickups would have been Gibson patent number PAFs. Well, no, sorry, but like the original Gibson pickups stamped with patent applied for. The same spec pickups, the sticker underneath changes to the patent number. It says patent number, and then it has the number on them. These in 1967 would have had those patent number humbuckers. In the early 1970s, I think 1970, end of 1971 and into 1972, Gibson begins to emboss the covers to their pickups, yet the pickups themselves remain the same. So these are patent number humbuckers that have been put into this guitar. Not by me, but gosh, I think it looks tasteful and rad. So they're like the same pickups with a different outside. These covers are original to these pickups. I have looked at them and pulled them open and saw the sticker, and you can tell by the solder joint that the covers are original. Everything works like you would expect it to, harness-wise. I've not pulled the pots because that is super labor-intensive and, to me, not particularly important. So are the pots original? I'm not sure. Hats are, or the knobs are, and the pointers are present. That should be there. What have we missed, like cosmetic-wise? Label looks nice, fresh, legible. Tuners are the Kluson Deluxes, 6 in a line, but you've got and there's no funny business with the location of the holes either, but somebody might know better than me. They're not original because, or I don't see how they could be original because you've got the little ghostly outline on both of what would have been the original length for the go away notification for the 6 in a line tuners. So what'd these come off of? Good question. 12-string acoustic, one of those B model acoustics. I'm not positive. 6-digit serial number, dates it to I'll put it in the listing, but it's dated to 1967. Neck is straight. Neck is unbroken, undamaged. No repairs done to this guitar. Truss rod, you'll see a picture, but it has not been over adjusted in any direction. And I've adjusted this neck a handful of times to dial in a setup that I liked and had no issues with it. I've ran this as a 12-string, but I've also ran it as, and you can too, a 10-string by losing the high octaves on E and A. I ran it as a 9-string and lost the high octaves on this D string as well. That fucking rules. It is super fun to have your chime kind of up top to your top of the chord, but still have your chugs and your clean down here. I've also ran it as a just a 6-string, like a 335, and that is also super fun. You've got some marking on the binding, but no damage about it. Some mineral inclusions in the wood. I'll try and get everything pictured. Neck, you can see the seam like you would kind of expect at this age, but it's clear to me it's never been off. And and there it is. Gosh, I love this guitar. But I think I'd be making a responsible decision to send it on to a new owner and turn it into something else. All right, I think that's it for me. I will cover other odds and ends in the video itself. But that's the condition. Yeah, this won't be in the list. I might try and put 2 videos on the into the reverb listing. just so you can hear it play plugged in, because I'm not doing that right this second. So I just call this like the condition walkthrough, and maybe in the text of the listing, once I finally get that up and together, you'll find the one where it makes loud noises. Well, that's the best I can offer you today, and I love you lots. Bye.